This dialogue is taken from the Gloria of Couperin's Parish Mass, and this is a very conventionalized genre of organ music, that the organist would play these short pieces, which are usually only a page or two long, interspersed between the singing of the Gregorian chant verses of the Kyrie, the Gloria, and so on. And so this alternation between the organ and the choir throughout the Mass. And the conventionalization is liturgical. It's also conventional in terms of character, the dance modes that we encounter throughout Couperin's music. But there are also expected standards for the registration recipes that the organist would use. And these are usually specified simply by the title of the piece. The piece is a duo, it's a trio, it's a dialogue, it's an offertoire with the grand jeu registration. And all of these would tell you by convention which stops to draw to create the sounds that you're accustomed to hearing in this sort of piece. But Couperin, we have to remember, writing this work is a very young man, and there's this sort of experimentation that we encounter in this piece, that he specifies very carefully in the title that he doesn't just want the usual combination that you would expect in this sort of trumpet solo piece, where we have the trumpets in one hand and then a soft accompaniment, but he specifies that for the accompaniment you use all of the high-pitched stops up to the 2-foot and the larigot on the positif. And so you have a very different kind of balance, that instead of just a soft accompaniment, you have this very piercing and penetrating high-pitched accompaniment that is sort of beefed up to balance this big trumpet solo that is competing with it at times. These trumpet solo pieces, usually in this repertoire, are intended to evoke the idiom of the viola da gamba. In particular, you have these wide leaps that imitate these sort of gamba string crossings. And the gamba is a regal instrument par excellence. This is a sort of royal, a regal kind of topos that's being evoked here. And also in a sort of playful way in this piece. He's switching from major to minor, he's sort of exploring around here. And so it's a little bit more, perhaps lighter in character than some of these regal types of pieces in the organ mass literature. David Ponsford has pointed out that Couperin is quoting in this piece specifically one of his uncle's fantasias. He's quoting from Louis Couperin. And so there's this sort of wide breadth of reference, the usual organ mass tradition, which he's changing with his registration indications, the tradition of gamba music for other instruments, and then this little Louis Couperin quote. And so even in this very short piece, there's a lot going on, there's a lot of surprises, and so I hope you enjoy this very unusual dialogue movement from Couperin's Parish Mass.